A chatter which is uh, oh,
No more fans. This thing is like crazy. Like, seems like the only thing we're gonna get is a freaking power supply.
a chatter which at this camera and a chat at the Saturday night is with the circus Telesato and Valentino and VTS and
Oh, I know
VWS
it's
and
smart.
chat.
Yeah, it's done.
I will addition and now it's done with it. I already got the name. Listen, have we do this. Okay, have it. The church at this Saturday night in like 35. Excuse me. Yes, I did you. I do it now. Now, I did this someone else. It's a high Valentino and a ticket star. And we did you some a string yard. Hey, this is okay. Hey, did you? Okay, that's starting with you. I know for the day was a video on and it's because hi. Oh yes, I did you say all time this song. Holy macaroni! Isn't this the you sport of just make a over burgers, just Bob's burgers. And so, yeah, so, no, you should, bitch. Shut up, shut up, okay. B-I-T. No, you. Good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Malay, oh, good. Malay, oh, good. It's okay. This is okay. And that's fine. Telesato. Okay. Okay, let's just have you someone else. We're going at 78, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Huh? Okay. Okay. really short to the Canada. Some do you have you? What the hell? I'm gonna do this. Damn, this. Damn, this. Oh, oh shit. I hate 144p. I hate. So when the others wait this. It's a rabbit too. They came. I need. Oh, what buy you now? Some? Oh, well, buy now? Seven. I bet they could properly. Okay, thank you. I give you. Oh shit, this sucks. What did it do for you? Oh, there it is. There you go, money. Whoa, I did not give you money now. Oh, shit. Give me a rabbit. Give me a rabbit. Shit. Shit. Bugs. Holy macaroni. This stuff. Make a five. Hey, fix, you bitch. How the heck? How the heck? Oh my god. Oh, where's bye? Bitch. Bye. Bye. Hey, hey, hey. This is this is burger. I need to. Oh, there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, stop. What? Oh, shit. I need this. Shut up. I have him. No. No. Oh. Okay. This year I have. And then doctor. Is you okay? because Valentino. Bob's Burger on FX. Shit. Hey, fuck. Shit. Stop, please. Okay. Bob's Burger. Bob's Burger 297. Only an adult film. Oh, I hate the adult swim. Make it where you're going. I think you're going to. Hey! I see you, burger. Oh, hamburger, hamburgers, hamburgers, shit, bro. Look at you. This making this customer hunt make making at that really things thank God. Oh yes. Wait sec wait a sec I got okay hey I I gonna I gonna buy this anywhere. Okay. Sorry. Hmm. Oh, what the? No. Okay. So this is sorry. Hey, when you do this? Yes. Stop driving. Yes. Okay. I said, what? Buy some heck, 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 heck. I need to 1 billion. It has to work now. This sucks. Can we take him as a Roblox?
Page right there. There. So let's go ahead and press that. That's what they did. And as you can see, we already have essentially the really, and as you can see, 1,300 Robux. That does
username. Pick amount of Robux. Finish questions, and you're welcome.
As you can see, this is
Robux in 2022. Head over to prorobux.com. Type
Dupsec! Dupsec! Go streaming! How to hack. How to hack. How to get free. Hack. How to hacking. Okay, I want some. 495. One, 100. It's 1999. Back. Jack. Frango. Holy fucking shit. Shit. Fancy. God. Yes, yes. Hmm. With my karami, the sun. Feces. Only fun. Okay. Do you like McDonald's? Do you want to McDonald's? Oh, good. Damn. 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 Okay, okay. Sorry, sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Mm, sorry. Sorry, 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 sorry. Also, is to buy. There is to buy at evening. I at DIS and it's a this England Part 1. Sit down, sit down. So it's good now. Damn. Sick. Dude, sick. You gotta do sick. Dude. Sad. This what's the car crash? And this says, it it TVMA this said Hulu. Blue. Interview. Arrested and I drugs and candies. And then doctor said how to buy drugs and bottle. Put in the bottle. I give back that drug. Went to Rob and break the glass ball. It's started by this true story. Grab a reporter at the basement. Boys, boys. Oh, oh, America. Got cooking on online. Got cooking on the line. With the car crash or blow up, it's still drugs. Downstairs, downstairs. How to break the walls? 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 What? 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. So good someone kid. Stop as and also do this. Go to hundreds of soft action. Peter Rabbit 2. Peter Rabbit 2. Yeah, so she just and we're gonna do this. Um, and this is Heko Hemko. What are you saying? The hell? Getting someone killed. This is the Matrix Resurrection.
The Matrix Resurrection. The Matrix Resurrection. The Matrix Resurrection. Special collections freebies at Telesato. Free delivery, hopeless line. The Matrix Resurrection. Here's a glitch in the Matrix. Denny's is delivering for free. Get special glitchy freebies at Telesato. Free delivery, hopeless line. The Matrix.
The Matrix Resurrection. The Hack Resurrection. The rip off of the Matrix Resurrection.
The Matrix Resurrection. The Matrix Resurrection. The Matrix Resurrections.
Everyone knows most RGB software sucks more than a hot turd between your toes. But I recently discovered something truly horrific that makes these janky crap apps way worse than you could ever imagine. And this time around, guys, we can't just add more RGB to make it better. So stick around. I'll tell you all about my great discovery and how you can prevent it from royally f***ing you in the mother ass.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, we covered the best solution for safety as possible. If your pipe is already
Okay. Excuse me. And Builder on the ground. Why are you going to?
With free delivery, basta mag-go free delivery. Hindi ka ng pag-isipan, diretso na sa lumang delivery app. Stop na! Download now! Greetings and welcome to LGR Oddware. We're taking a look at hardware, software that is odd, forgotten, obsolete. And this time around, we got this thing right here. This is the Timex Data Link Model 7 from 1995.
See this
Yeah, it's,
guy.
I guess what you could call an early example of a smartwatch system. It's a watch, but it's also got that programmable appointments and calendars, reminders, and notes, things like that. What makes it really worthy of hardware, I think, is the way that you get data onto the data link. And that is by pointing it at a CRT monitor on your PC, Windows 3.1. And it synchronizes just by looking at your display. Yeah, thanks to some generous donations from these fine folks who watch LGR, I got a couple of these. So, let's take a look at Timex Data Link. So, what we've got here is the Timex Data Link, specifically the original Model 7B released in 1995. Wireless PC to watch communication by life. Man, the sci-fi. It's real life. The personal manager on the wrist. Yeah, this thing was pretty unique for its time. I don't think there was anything else quite like it before this. Not much after. In fact, most of the things that came after were just the same thing repackaged. We'll get that. But yeah, the Timex Data Link, it was actually announced by Bill Gates himself at a Microsoft event in June of 1994. And it got hyped up in the press for 6 or 5 months or something like that until it finally hit store shelves towards the end of 1994 and more widely in 1995. And it did so at a price of $130 for the base Model 7 watch with your basic wrist strap. In fact, this one right here, you can see, still has the price sticker at the bottom there.
And yet,
I cry. I cry.
Style of watch face and band. This one's kind of dark brown leather with bluish teal stitching and some orange accents. But there were 5 models of 70 at launch, each one with a different watch face and band combination. And some had fancier leather, some had nylon, some had metal. Of course, you can customize them with your own bands. But yeah, they were intended to provide a PDA electronic organizer-like functionality on your wrist and with water resistance. As far as I know, there were no PDAs organizers that were water resistant or anything like that at the time. But yeah, man, really cool idea for 95. Just syncing to the PC wirelessly using your computer's CRT monitor with a built-in optical sensor on the watch itself. You just pull it up to the monitor, and here's footage of that kind of thing going on. It's just a barcode that goes across the screen, flashes really quickly, and then that tells the watch what you want to put on it. And of course, the marketing, the press, all sorts of folks that could get their hands on these things and try to sell them, they were all pumping this thing up, and they were even live in-person events. Oh, it's like magic. You got to come see in the store this demonstration of this crazy new futuristic tech. This is part of the growing 1990s wearables trend, really continuing on from the 1980s calculator and computer watches, all those that had the tons of buttons, store basic information on there like phone numbers or notes or things like that. Yeah, this continues on with that idea. Instead, it's really built to work with a computer. In fact, yeah, it was developed in conjunction with Microsoft. The Microsoft logo is all over the thing, pretty much on all of the early watches. On the watch face, you'll see a Microsoft logo in there somewhere. And it relies on the data link software, also co-developed with Microsoft. And no surprise, it integrates as well with things like Microsoft Outlook and Schedule Plus and other personal information managers later on. But yeah, it was very much designed with Microsoft things in mind. And MS even had a deal for a time where they offered these watches as a mail-in bonus with select purchases of Microsoft Office 95. So yeah, very well integrated into that whole ecosystem, or at least that was the plan. And this was actually followed up with a bunch of different models. I'm not going to go into every single one of them, but yeah, there was a model 150 in 1996 for a data link with double the memory, and also introduced these small wrist apps that were sent through the mail on floppy disks and get those and transfer some extra functions to your watch that way. There's also the Ironman Triathlon editions in 1997. And yeah, they also added things like timers, multi-lap stopwatches, and other sporting things. And even more interesting to me that there was these Motorola Timex Beatwear collaboration ones in 1998. And they acted as a wrist-mounted pager, or beeper, hence the name. And they worked on the 900 megahertz band, and they had the tech to receive pages that show up on your wrist. I thought that was a pretty cool thing. And some of those Beatwear models also featured flex time synchronization with your pager service provider to actually update the time on your watch automatically. Holy crap, could you imagine? And of course, they pretty much ended out the range in the early 2000s, like the USB models introduced in 2003 with a little better display, more memory, a tone generator, as well as downloadable wrist apps. So a little bit larger, a little easier to get online, and these included games like Pong and Space Invaders clones. Yeah, playing those on your wrist, that's a flex. And one thing these data link watches are kind of well known for is being one of these 4 watches that are qualified for space travel by NASA. So saw these up on space stations and whatnot, used by astronauts and cosmonauts for years. It's no Omega Speedmaster, but hey, it's still a pretty neat claim to fame nonetheless. Now, people wearing their space watches, and the data link is one of them. And it's also worth noting that it is CRTs only that these can synchronize with, at least on their own for these original optical models. There were LCDs, of course, back in the day, mostly on laptops and notebook computers, but those required a serial notebook adapter. It was effectively just a standalone infrared blaster, because the problem was they said that refresh wasn't quite up to what they needed, and the LCDs just didn't get bright enough. And yeah, I have tested this. It doesn't work. It just, even on newer LCDs, it's not a thing. So they really did need that additional adapter. They weren't just trying to sell you some extra crap. And one last thing to note, modern LED bulbs and lamps and things like that, any of those kind of lighting situations will mess up the transfer process as well. Even on a nice, bright, well-synced CRT, the flickering and whatever refresh rate that the LEDs do these days, it just screws it up. So you're probably going to be seeing later parts of this video dimly lit. That's why. I mentioned the tech being used in other devices later on that weren't by Timex. They licensed the tech, like Royal. They had their FL95 organizer. There was also the Tiger PDA 2000, which did a lot of the same stuff that the watch was doing, just with presumably slightly better display, more buttons, all that kind of thing. I don't have those, but what I do have, I actually ran across these while looking for daily watches a while back. And we've got the Rolodex Flash PC Companion and the DSI Electronics E-Brain, which also use the Timex data link system related software. I haven't opened these up yet. Not going to do that in this video, but maybe another time. And they do a lot of the same stuff as the watches, and of course, completely different form factor and some other additions and capabilities. This is from 1998, this is from 2001, so kind of towards the end of, especially the Model 70, but even the 150's lifespan. Just a fascinating bit of technology that multiple companies wanted to get in on, and understandably so. I mean, wireless communication, always appealing, and especially seeing futuristic of 90, right it is when it opened up. Paperwork. This watch in particular doesn't work, so I'm going to be using another one from here onward, but this one show you real quick because, I don't know, I kind of like this design with the brown and orange and greenish things going on. It is leather. It smells like leather. We'll watch. But like I said, I have another one. This is the 70342. Classic with crystal display. We'll go through the features here momentarily. This one has a nice leather and nylon thing going on. Again, kind of digging the color scheme. Very, very nice. I've got a good number of things in here. So we've got the software. This is, I think, the earliest version. The earliest one I've come across. 1.08. There's 3.1 only. 94. And I got some license agreement warranty things. This actually came from one of the other packages I got. Just kind of stuck it all together. You can see advertisements for Microsoft Schedule Plus. There's other Windows 95 things that you can integrate with. We've got a little quick start sheet here. Installation, communication, Helios. Really simple, actually. Refreshingly so. And a couple of different manuals, kind of like brochures. Watch user's guide in the software. Both, again, pretty straightforward. There's actually not a whole lot of complication with this, which is nice. It mostly just works. Any other Timex watch from the time. Time things, watch things, anyway. It's a watch. Really, the only thing that is awesome about it is, of course, that synchronization stuff. The fact that it works. Software just by looking at the CRT. If there's anything really terribly interesting in here, pretty much just takes you through. What everything does. No real surprises there. Now, as for the watch itself, well, it's kind of small. I don't have the exact measurements. I'll put it up here on the screen, but again, it's not a huge watch. At least this one, I think the Model 150 was a bit bigger. But it is water resistant up to 100 meters. It's 100 right there, so that's pretty awesome. It also has that trademarked Indiglo electroluminescent backlighting, which you can't really see it all in this lighting, but let me switch over to another shot. It's got that. They've been out for a couple of years when this watch was announced. I was so proud to have an Indiglo backlit watch as a kid. It was just like a cheap Timex, I don't know, roses or something back in the day, but I don't know. I was cool, totally cool. As for the battery life, behind this backplate here, we have a CR 2025 3-volt battery. That's supposed to last for 3 years, give or take. And that's a lifespan that Timex said is based on the following. The Indiglo backlight only being used for 7 seconds a day, doing 1 data download per day, and 2 10-second alarms per day. Nothing more, nothing less, I guess. I don't know. It's rather precise for 3 years worth of a battery estimate, but okay, just they know what they're talking about. And yeah, this being the Model 70, it's sort of a signifier of what it can do in that it stores 70 entries in any combination of the 4 databases that are built into the watch. And so each of those entries consists of just a series of numbers, 15-character alphanumeric text message. I think that's it. So not a whole lot of data per thing, but the databases are appointments, anniversaries, phone numbers, and to-do lists, and that you just get by pressing the mode button. So well, here's the alarms. But, multiple alarms. Sound here. Unfortunately, the sound is broken on this one. I don't know what's up with that. But let's see what else we got. Appointments. So, yeah, I've got an appointment right there, 2 o'clock today. Supposed to know this. You guys did it. Anniversaries. We've got one coming up on 4/20, it looks like, and it will notify you of those as they're about to happen. You can signify how soon you want to be notified on the app. And phone numbers. You can just put things in like 675-309 right here in case you want to call. And then there's also the to-do lists, and these are sorted by order of priorities. The first priority today for me is farting. And that's good. That's the only thing that I'm supposed to do today in terms of my to-do list. So, and that's it. There's nothing else on here except the synchronization mode, which is zero paste. Calm mode. It says calm ready. And then this little optical sensor at the top there, that just starts looking out for those visual signals on your CRT display. There's not a whole lot else. This bottom left button also lets you switch over to another clock real quick. So you can see something in a different time zone or daylight savings or whatever. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, it just functions as your typical Timex watch from the time period. By the way, it's also worth noting that the communication is one way. Receive only. You can't actually send anything from the watch to your PC, although I'm not sure what on here you would want to send, because you can't really input very much. Like all of the things on those lists, you can only input on the computer side. You can't actually do it through the watch. Really, the only thing you can set on here is set time, date, and alarms. All right, well, okay, I'm done rambling about all this stuff now. Let's go ahead and get this thing going on a Windows 3.1 PC, the LGR Woodgrain 46, and see what it's like to work with the software side of things and communicating back and forth over a CRT image. Prime oddware. Yeah, let's do this.
Making spoiler.
Okay, well, I got the computer going here and a watch on my wrist. I'm not a watch wearing person, and this one's strap is too small. It's like an 8-inch one, but it barely fits. So I would definitely have another strap if I were to wear it. That's beside the point. Timex Data Link software. Yeah. Microsoft, Timex together, jointly developing things in 1994. So, in order for this to work, I'm going to need to turn off my lights because, as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't work with LEDs, and literally every light in my house is LED. So, hey, Flurb Nerp, turn off everything. Alright, so we're going to have to do this just by one little bit of light that's coming in through the windows over there. Have a rainy day, so whatever. Yeah, so we've got these 6 different areas here that we can set on the software itself, which will be set to the watch. So we have appointments. We can, select here from whatever the heck. We're going to post this appointment. Post this bid. And we have different sending options. So that's the appointments, anniversaries, similar kind of thing, except that it's going to tell you, like you put in a date for, whatever, so we put in a date here, and then we're going to have just some text that'll display on the watch. And that's pretty much it. It's just very basic little bits of information that you can put in any of these. Same with the phone numbers. And how many you can put in depends on, well, like overall, how many things you have that you're trying to submit to the watch. It only takes 70 entries, more or less. So even with that little bit that we have in right now, just one phone number and a couple of these other things, it's already 5% full. So you're kind of restricted on that, and it just sort of goes back and forth between the different bits of information. So yeah, this is kind of nice though. I really like this feature where you can just set your PC clock, but time zone, time and date, whatnot, to send to the watch itself, so you don't have to do it manually. You can do it manually, setting it like any other Timex watch, but you don't have to. And alarms. Yeah, if you want to change the alarms on here instead of doing it on the watch, you can do that. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it, other than changing things between 12 and 24-hour time and calibrating. Let me just show that really quick. So this, depending on the monitor you have plugged in, I don't really know what it's doing exactly, but yeah, whenever you've got another monitor going, it does this calibration thing. And then it also takes you through how to get the watch going in terms of positioning and pressing the buttons and stuff like that. It's a nice little tutorial, very self-explanatory. And I did this multiple times before figuring out that, oh yeah, the LEDs are preventing me from doing anything. But yeah, without lights on or with incandescents, of course, it would be fine, but I don't have any incandescent lights. You also have this little sample tone. So that's nice. That's letting you know basically what the watch is going to sound like that. And that tells you that the watch is in the appropriate position. Handy stuff. Of course, the speaker or the little beeper that's in there wasn't working on this watch when I first got it. So I actually swapped the innards of this one with the other one that I had. It was just in way worse shape overall. So yeah, I took the innards out of that one, put them over here, and then now it's got a beeper, which is good. So do we want to send sample data? No, that's just, it just sends, well, sample data. But since we have some stuff in there ourselves, we'll just send what we typed in a bit ago. And we'll just hit send to watch. And again, it's got a handy little graphical step-by-step tutorial. Hold it 6 to 12 inches away from the center of the monitor. And it can do either way, so, left or right-handed. I just have it on my right because it, I don't know, it seems easier for video. Typically, I put a watch on my left. Make sure it says "com ready." It does. And it says "done." Data okay. How cool is that? And now we have the. Well, I know you can't see it. I'll switch over to another view. Yeah, you can see we have all of that stuff that we put in on the computer side on our watch through a CRT monitor only. It's so cool. It makes sense that it's possible. It is just basically sending binary data, I suppose, and just really quickly. It's almost similar to some of the effects that we saw on like the damn near backup system on hardware some time ago, where that was sending a bunch of signals to VHS, putting data that way visually. But yeah, it's just really cool that you have a wrist handheld device in the mid-90s that do that kind of thing. It's awesome. And yes, I have tried it with like multiple watches. The two I have, holding them both up there, and yeah, it'll transfer the same information to both of them, which led to this satisfying result. You can get both watches perfectly synchronized to whatever your PC is set to. Reminds me of that scene in Back to the Future. Doc Brown's all like, yeah, my watch, dog's watch, perfectly synchronized together as you can see time travel happening. Anyway, honestly, that's about it. It's just this. The only other thing that I might be able to show would be like the Windows 95 version of it, but it's the same software. Like nothing's different. It's just the Windows 95 UI. Do it again because it's fun. It's also worth noting that this does not work on Windows NT or higher, really, any NT-based thing. Oops, I don't have it turned on. You might want to remember to do that. Try that again. There we go. So yeah, Windows NT, Windows 2000, anything based on that XP and above. Doesn't work with that because, well, I don't really know why. It just specifically says on Timex's website later on that it doesn't work with NT and CRTs, that it wasn't able to synchronize or go as quickly or refresh or something. I don't know. Either way, though, yeah, you're stuck with Windows 3.1 or 95 and 98, presumably Windows ME as well. Hey, Float Nerve, turn everything back on. Yeah, look at that. It's trying to synchronize with things right now. And that's just because the LED lights are on. It's the flicker, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the Timex data link. As long as you don't have LED lights going, it works, and it works well. In terms of hardware, it's not like it's a broken thing. It's just the implementation of what it's doing is somewhat odd, communicating, oh dear, error, resend. Anyway, yeah, it's just the way that it does things makes it odd in my book. It's really, really cool, though, despite being obsolete, mostly forgotten. Yeah, dude, this thing is so cool. I would have gone absolutely nuts, even just knowing that this existed back in '95. It's just fantastic. The fact that it's got the little sensor on there that allows that kind of data transfer with your PC. I don't know. Like, even now, that's just a neat thing. Like, what if you could have on your phone or something, and you just hold it up to your computer in terms of the front camera or something, and it just sees your computer and synchronizes all of your information that way. I mean, I know you have even cooler technology in a way now. You don't have to point anything at anything, but I don't know, pointing stuff at other stuff is cool. Though it obviously had its limitations, not working on later versions of Windows, or not working on an LCD without the little infrared adapter, which on its own would be kind of cool to check out. Or, the little PDA things that use the same technology. I'm curious how those work. But anyway, that all might be for some other video. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing this video on the Timex data link. And if you had one of these back in the day, or if you still use one, yeah, let me know. Curious what your experiences might have been. And if you'd like to see more LGR oddware or other things that I've covered in the past, you can see those already on the channel, or stick around for new videos in the works. And as always, thanks for watching.
Shop at T15 Bucks Joy Data. Enjoy free transfers to major banks. Get 50% off on loan and 100% cash back when you pay your bills. Check out that sa 315.
Greetings and welcome to another LGR unboxing of your donations. Yeah, I do one of these videos every few months or something, and well, here we are again. Y'all have sent in tons of things very generously, all kinds of retro tech, software, hardware, oddities, no doubt. Let's just get right into it because there is a lot here, and I am psyched to get into it. So, yeah, let's get into it. All right, well, straight away, I've got one here from Neil at RMC The Cave. Oh, hey. Look at that. It's a Neil Collector's trading card. I guess it's a business card. Wonderful. All right. Yeah. One of the few SimCity releases that I have never had. Actually, have never played. SimCity for the CD TV. Yeah, look at that. It's even got authentic Neil fingerprints on there. Yeah, this is Amiga CD TV multimedia disc. I actually don't have any CD TV games, much less a CD TV. I do have a CD32, but yeah, he was pretty thoroughly unimpressed with this version of the game when he did a video about the CD32. Anyway, he offered to send it over. I'm like, heck yeah, dude, don't have it. Stick my little trading card in there. Thank you very much, Neil. All right, got one here from Dallin. Oh, this is something I haven't actually unboxed yet. Yeah, we will come back to this. All right, got one here from Kevin. Kinds of goodies. Well, we got some rad dudes trading cards. 10 rad dudes. That is radical. Got a Pog. Banjo-Kazooie Park. 64thstreet.com. Monster My Pocket cards? William Shatner's Tech World cards? Okay, so this appears to be a floppy disk with a CD in it. Now that is a unique release. I've never seen that before. SimCity. Ooh, Chicago expansion pack for the SimCity card game. I have a ton of the SimCity card game cards, including a lot of the Chicago ones, but I don't actually have anything of them, or any of the series sealed. Yeah, Mayfair Games, fascinating thing that I keep meaning to do more of a video on. I mentioned it briefly in my SimCity retrospective years ago. Some fantastic for oral use only stickers. I love these kind of advert games. Volvo, Drive for Life. This looks like exactly the kind of silliness that I enjoy. Here was like the main thing. This is a Cyberco Extreme. It's a shame that I didn't get this before I did my Cyberco video, but yeah, look at that. Got an antenna on the side instead of the back. That is much more robust feeling. Does it power on? I guess not. To see if it can give it a charge. I don't know what the battery situation is like on the Extremes. Obviously, the originals I went over in my video, they suck for batteries. They're pretty much all dead. It looks like these use USB. That's fascinating. Mini USB? Well, thank you very much for all the things. All right, continuing on. We got an envelope here from Cradle. Oh, from Bruce. Closed. 3 similar but different labels for me. Emoji. Thank you. I hope I will like them too. I'm sure I will. Like the original, they're made from thin gauge metal, which hold very well. This is for my Missile Command cabinet, arcade machine. I just got in touch and offered to make these since I don't have any on my machine. So these are like custom. Oh, these look so cool. So yeah, check this out. These all look great. The other reproduction serial number box, badges, sticker, badges running around, what you want to call it. But my Missile Command cabinet didn't have one. It fell off who knows how long ago. So I don't even know what my serial number is on that. Yeah, I'm not as much of a fan of this one just because of the font choice. I love these two though. This one looks very legit. I also really enjoy the rainbow Atari logo on that one. Got a custom LGR model and serial number and everything there. Because yeah, I mean obviously this isn't going to be original serial number. I don't even know what mine is. This is going to look great on there. Yeah, let me go probably put this one on my Missile Command cabinet. Okay, let's see here. So I don't actually know precisely where I'm going to put it or even where it is supposed to go. I looked through the original manual for the cabinet and it just says there's the serial plate on the back of the unit. So let's see where. So I don't know, I kind of like the idea of it being on the back of the access door here. And, you know, since it's not original anyway, I'm just going to put it there and call it that until I find out anything different. I've got the other ones. I need to swap it out. Thank you once again for sending this in. Okay, I got one here from Anthony. Okay, note. So this is a CPU. Probably one of the more interesting CPUs I've ever played with. Sat at the bottom of this parts bin for over 2 decades. It's first upgrade from the 486 DX66. And it's been abused, overvolted, overclocked, and once more. Sounds good to me. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So that is Cyrix 5x86 120GP. I think did a pretty good job of getting things back in the shape, honestly. 1995. Yeah. So anyway, expect some kind of Cyrix video in the future. I don't know what form it'll take. Thank you very much, Anthony. All right. Got one here from Pigeon in Canada. Hey now. All right. Hope to find the single on this green AF floppy disk. The entire song was made with a Roland D5, sibling of the MT32. Indeed, a Fostex 284-track tape recorder. Nice. Let's check this out. Dusk Stars. Hunting Cactuses. The broken D5 song. Fantastic packaging. Ooh. Look at that. With the classic style, don't do those things to your floppy disk kind of warnings. Very green indeed. Huh. That's cool. All right. Thank you, Pigeon. Let's take a listen. All right. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's anything usable on this floppy disk. 0 bytes. Yeah, there's just nothing here, and it doesn't open with anything. So yeah, I don't know. I've tried all the programs I got and tested different floppy drives. It's just a 0 byte file. So that's unfortunate, but still, thanks for the cool looking floppy disk release. At least it is actually a song of the broken D5 single. So yeah, unfortunate that there's nothing on the disc. So anyway, thank you either way. All right, next one up is from Greg. Ooh, voodoo stuff. Sorry it's taking so long to ship this out. That is perfectly fine. It's the Best Data Arcade FX Voodoo card. It has great memories gaming on it from youth, but I thought it was time to clean out the garage. Also included are some old workbenches from the Y2K era. We just need a click label from a P-Touch to make it official. Dude, got a Best Buy name badge here, employee thing. CompUSA Certified Product Specialist. Yeah, so we'll go perfectly with the rest of my CompUSA cosplay, because that's what I do. All right, so we got the little SLI pass-through thing if you have a second card. Arcade FX2 CD-ROM. Installation disk, games, Best Data. I have no idea of the history of that company. Oh, yes, look at that. We got memory on both sides. Ooh, that smells good. All right, there's a Voodoo 2. Model 3DFX200. Yeah, this is the only one of these I've ever seen. Thank you very much for sending this in. Intrigued to try it. Now, this is a thing. This is from Harry in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Packages within packages within packages. Oh, yeah. Wow, okay. Wonderful looking IBM mouse pad. The classic Paul Rand logo going on there. That is really, really cool. Ooh, other stuff too. We got this in here. All right, here's the mouse pad. Hope it'll fit my PS2 collection well. Certainly will. Bonus, there's a floppy homemade IBM tile wallpaper. I believe it looked good on Windows 3.195 or OS2. Oh, from France/Dubai. This, I don't know where you're from, but I appreciate everything you've done. This is really cool. Let me go and see what's on the floppy really quick. All right, this is not an IBM I've got set up here, but let's try the IBM wallpaper with Windows 3.1 anyway. Oh, just a nice little tiny IBM logo. Yeah, I would prefer that to be a little darker. Let me see. A little too dark. Maybe like, is it that gray that it uses? Yeah, it is. How about this? Like that. Yeah, that's better. Easier on the eyes. Nice. Okay, got one here from Jay. Okay. This is a Digital Research Technology CDRW, or at least the box. Other stuff in here, and a note. So let's see. JD, hope you don't mind the CD drive box used for shipping. It's the right size. Good stuff. Enclosed is a copy of MIDI scan for me and a handmade surprise from Taylor. Thank you very much to both of you. Let's see here. Oh my. Okay. Vanishing Pearl, I suppose, is her web shop. This, though. Look at the little cool crab. It's a cool crab pin made of little beads. That's so cool. Oh man, this is like a hair clip, I guess, or something like that, but it's a hot dog. Right? That's a great hot dog.
That's totally what that is. Yeah, no, I see that. It says greetings. That is so cool. If you haven't seen my dot matrix color printing video, or printed these out on the Star Micronics color dot matrix, you've sort of become an LGR icon of sorts. This is very, very cool. Check out vanishingpearl.com. That is wonderful. Okay, and here, this is the only thing that I knew about. The other one was a total surprise. This is still kind of a surprise because I've never used it. I don't really know what entirely it does, but MIDI scan for Windows music reading software breakthrough technology converts printed sheet music into multi-track MIDI files. Includes Cakewalk Home Studio. You know, if this does indeed do that, that would be pretty awesome. Highly intrigued by this. Apparently it was a Goodwill find. Let's see the sticker there for $3.99. Wow. Thank you very much to both of you for these awesome things.
10% cashback? Personne n'a rien. Shop cashback now.
This one right here, who could it be from? Could it be from Miniverse Modular? I believe so. From Kyle. Oh, Kyle and Kayla. Thanks for checking out our modules. Happy patching. Got some stickers. Whoa. Multiple little modules. Yeah, not utilities, but very, very useful. Okay, that's awesome. See, this one's the Miniverse Modular 3. YouTube.com/Miniverse TV. This is just a classic attenuator, so you can really dial in those voltages, get things just right. If you're sending kind of signal through there that really needs to be adjusted that way. Just some classic A/B switches going in between different little patch cable selections there. And we got a couple of little multipliers, it looks like. Just unpowered, passive things. You can't have too many of these, honestly. So yeah, none of these are going to make any sound on their own. They're for passing through different voltages and sound-making modular devices for a second. Yeah, like say if you were to run some things through here and then run them back from here, and then you can run them through here again and switch back and forth between different signals. Tons of possible. Oh man, I'm thinking about all the things I can do with these. If you haven't seen my modular synth video where I go over a little bit of how this works, or just at least, even what I do with that kind of setup, check it out. But yeah, these don't make any sound. It will just help me shape and modify my existing sounds and do other little things, split up signals. And I'm really intrigued by this. I don't have any switches like this. That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Kyle and Kayla. Okay, got a deceptively heavy one here from Ian. Look at this treasure chest. Yes, thanks for responding. It's offered to donate these 120 demo CDs. Yeah, my pleasure in that respect. I've been planning a demo CD video for a very long time, so I just continue to collect them. Some kind of a video is going to result, mostly PC Gamer demo discs, excellent, and a few others. Thank you. What in the world? This is a lot. I already had a whole bunch donated from some other awesome folks, but man, look at all these. So a real golden era of PC Gamer demo discs as well. These were an absolute godsend to me back in the day. Yeah, there's a whole lot of additional random things, DVDs, PC games. There's so much in here. Wow, this goes all the way up to like 2007. Something tool case, 15 World Extra. That's a little older one. Wow, okay. Oh, brings back so many memories. I played a lot of these demo discs. Ooh, this one in particular, right there. Voyager Elite Force demo. Played so much of that. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. Man, so here's what I'm thinking, or have been thinking. Because I want to do sort of an overall kind of general retrospective, but I also want to dive deep into some of my favorites, perhaps. I don't know.
And I mean, it would also just be fun to go through the boxes I have of these. Because at this point, I've got like, I think 2 or 3 boxes filled just as much. Oh, the classic May 1996 PC Gamer Disc 2.4, the Duke Nukem 3D demo. This is so cool. See, this is the thing. I could just keep going through these for hours, just looking at them. These are so good. Oh, I want to play them all. It's weird. I have almost more fond memories of a lot of these games of the demos than I do the full game. My Snakes demo. Never played the demo for that. Oh, here we go. This is one of the absolute best. July 2000, this 5.10. The thing is, these weren't all demos. Like, I had a lot of demos too, but this is a classic games collection. 12 complete registered full version DOS games. How awesome is that? Yeah, just on its own, this demo disc is a collectible because it has so many classic games just registered in one spot. This was, yeah, another one of the wonderful things. Like when I saw it back in the day, I couldn't believe it. Because to me, these were still like kind of contemporary. I was always behind by a number of years, so to get these full version games. Anyway, thank you for the absolute treasure chest of goodness here. Now, if I could just find some of the magazines, that would be a wonderful thing. Like specifically from 1996 to 2001, those are the magazines I'm looking for PC Gamer, the US edition in particular. Just, I don't even need like a lot of them, I just want a few. They're oddly hard to find, the original magazines. Even harder to find than the demo discs. Anyway, now I'm rambling about a video ad. Thank you very much. Okay, getting slightly larger here. This one comes from Eric. Ooh, packing peanuts. Haven't seen you in a while. At least they're the biodegradable kind. This right here, what I'm about to do is the worst feeling in my soul. It really hurts. Okay, something cool in here. Yeah, delightful yellow packaging here. This is a boxed dial-up modem. So we got a 2400 BPS modem for the data side of things. But 9600/4800 send receive fax and Prodigy. Why not? A boxed CompuDyne dial-up modem. There's something fun about that in my mind. Here, look at this. Little guy. Little guy. Copyright 1991. I don't know, I just like the name CompuDyne. And the fact that it's complete in box. You know, that's just, oh, what is this cuteness? A little tiny product. And it looks like somebody partially opened it, but never, oh no, they did open it. That's awesome. That's almost the exact same disc that I had on my Packard Bell 486 as a kid. A bunch of documentation. We got some software here, Trio Data Effects. So anyway, thank you. I have actually been doing more and more experiments with these the old dial-up modems lately. Kind of creating my own dial-up ISP and, you know, of sorts. And it's been successful. So yeah, modems. It will come in handy for whenever that project comes together. All right, got this one here from Kevin. Take note. I suppose I will. Clint, here's the software you know me about. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy the videos. Yeah, this is a piece of software. I actually ran across a version of it while thrifting in one of the LGR Thrifts episodes a while back. But I don't remember why I didn't pick it up. I think it was because it was for the Mac or it was some other version I wasn't fully interested in. But this one, yeah, this is for the PC. And, you know, I just enjoy old design programs. I find them fascinating, especially with their chaos. I don't know. There's something about it that's just highly appealing to me. And you got a couple of discs. So, KeyCat Complete Disc 1. Hopefully that's the only one, because that's the only one in here. And Key Form Designer. Anyway, thank you for all this. Softkey had all kinds of fascinating programs that are fun to pick up. Look at all these key things. Softkey. Oh, I guess that's why they're all called key. But okay, Softkey, I get it now. Anyway, thanks, Kevin. All right, this one doesn't have a name on it, so let's just open it up. Look at that. All right, right, there's a Duke Nukem belt buckle. That's from Brett. So, apologizing, it's taken so long to send it. That's okay. It's always okay if it takes a while. Also tossed in a Duke Nukem belt buckle, indeed, from the EVGA 560 package. Yeah, remember that Duke Nukem Forever graphics card bundle you could get back then? Yes, in the habit of watching the video in the living room on TV with his fiance. So when he was in high school, I had a Palm Pilot Pro hand-me-down. Got through high school, did some stuff on it, and eventually upgraded to the Palm Tungsten E. And then when he fell in love with more of the PopCap games, classic Bejeweled, Rocket Mania, heck yeah, those were good stuff. And I hope you and your fiance continue to enjoy the videos. Oh, there's a little extra more here. Toss some swag in from his personal YouTube channel. All right, got some pins, some nice stickers. Dolan Meister Plays. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you once again for sending these in. The Duke belt buckle is pretty awesome. And then we have the Palm M130 handheld. It's bright color and warm. Still sealed. Yep, I am just not familiar with this model, so when he offered it, I was like, yep, send it over. It's sealed. That's the thing. I can do something with it. I just don't know what yet. I need to cover more Palm devices. I love old PDAs, pocket PCs, and Palms, and some of these color ones. These were always just the most lust-worthy for a short couple years in the 2000s. Oh man, look at all those cool faceplates. Thank you very much. All right, another one on here. I don't see a name. Oh, enjoy. I will. So there's no note, and I don't see a name, but I'll put whoever this is from at the bottom of the screen there. Thank you very much. I do remember you telling me about this. This is a fascinating little external PC and CD-ROM. Pro Media 4 XR by Exonics? I don't know. Yeah, Exonics Corporation, Salt Lake City, Utah. So it takes 5-volt DC, 1.5 amp max. And it's got this. Looks like plugging into the power thing. I don't know what. Just plug into some other kind of adapter or something. I have to look into it. But yeah, here is the interface itself. So that's awesome. Looks like just plugs into the back of the drive. You got your PC card. Pro Media interface here. Neat. Yeah. Very plastic. Just plastic everywhere. I wonder how much this cost back in the day, because it seems like they took a lot of liberties in terms of cheapening things and making it more affordable. Either way, thank you very much. Figure out this power situation. All right, got a package here from Anthony. Ooh. Yeah, I remember his email about this. A game that I have played, but I never actually owned in the box. All right, please enjoy this box of Return of the Phantom, for which the Phantom CD will hopefully return. I love you, but not like that, unless, indeed. Thank you, Anthony. Let's see here. Inside the box. And by the way, I've always thought this box is really cool looking, just because of the simplicity of it. I mean, it gets the point across. You got the mask. What else do you need? And the rest of it's just darkness. So yeah, as implied, the CD is not in here. However, I have the CD on its own already, so I'll have to dig that out of my loose box of discs and pair it with this. And yeah, that's perfect, because that'll have an awesome adventure game in the collection I didn't have before in the box. And yeah, it's worth checking out. It's just a neat game if you've never played it. Anyway, thank you, Anthony. All right, somebody's into some Adidas Superstar shoes. This is from, Ernest Klein. See if that name sounds familiar. That is indeed the author of Ready Player 1 and 2 and Armada, of which I have read all 3. Oh, there's an extra thing in here. What is this? That's cool. So, yeah, I don't see any notes. Anyway, so Ernie got in touch on my Patreon. I guess he was a Patreon supporter. I didn't know. I don't get notified who signs up. So anyway, just sent out an email. He's like, hey, I want to send you some stuff. If you got an address. I'm like, sure. Guy that's worked with Steven Spielberg. Yeah. So thank you very much, Mr. Klein. These are nice hardback books of all three of the books that he's done at this point. I've never owned any of these physically. Actually, I haven't read them. I listened to them all with the Will Wheaton audiobooks on various road trips over the years. So, oh, hey, wait, here's a note. From the desk of Ernie Klein. Dear Glenn, thank you for creating my favorite YouTube channel. Oh, well, thank you. That is very cool. You just never know who's watching. So, yeah. Those 3 books. That's neat. Is there anything in the other ones? Got a little note. The Armada one as well. Is there anything in this one? Shall we play a game? I wonder how many of those he signed. Because I know with me, I always put like the same 3 or 4 phrases on anything if I sign stuff. It's just a fascinating experience when you're like going through in bulk signing things. So anyway, whatever. Thank you very much, Ernie. And check this out. What the heck is this? The question and answer book about computers. Old glue. My knee is about to crack. Fragile. Well, old fragile glue about to crack is basically my middle name, so I'm okay with looking at it. I have actually never seen this. Oh yeah, I see the cracking glue there. 1983. That's pretty awesome. What is a computer? Oh, heck yeah, dude. There's kids enjoying that with the TI-99-4A. Or something else, hard to tell. What are they? What are computers? It's a machine that obeys a list of commands stored in its memory. You can give the computer these commands by typing them on an electronic typewriter wired to the computer. It's a keyboard, folks, and this is awesome. Dude, that this would have been one of those books I would have absolutely gone nuts for as a kid, like seeing it at the library, but then it would probably never be at the library because so many people would have taken it and like, it would have gotten ruined. But still, really awesome illustrations. I'm digging these. 2 girls battle for points during an arcade game of football. That's a very direct description. Would it be just at a soldering station? I feel like I need that as a poster. Oh yeah, there we go. Apple II Plus. The Hero 1 robot. What is this? It's a robot that can be assembled from a kit? Kids Unit Educational Systems ET18 Hero 1 robot. What? Find me one of those. A child sits at a home computer. Well, actually, I believe you'll find that it was a terminal. And I've already broke the book. Well, all right. Well, thank you again, Mr. Klein. I appreciate it. And flattered you enjoyed the videos. Okay, got one from Meyer. I don't know if that's a first or last name, but Griff Paper. Here is the KISS pinball he promised. Sorry it took so long. Absolutely okay. The extra game you can keep or trade. Good work. Oh, this is from Andy in New Jersey. Oh yeah, look at this. KISS pinball in the box. Fantastic. Skull Statue of Liberty right there. I've never played this. I don't believe. By Wildfire Studios. Another one. Ultimate Pinball. RSAC Advisory, nudity/sex. Revealing attire. It's a level 1. Like, this is as much as it gets in this. I have played this one. I also just noticed the 1 packing peanut in there. Bravo, sir. Dude. Yeah. Vintage Computer Festival in the forums. And I mean, you know, if you've ever talked to me over email about communities to look into, I always recommend VC Fed stuff. But yeah. Thank you, Andy, for the pinball. All right. Slightly larger ones coming now. This one is from Brandon of GeekWorks. Yeah, I presume this GeekWorks, Computer Service and Repair, Washington State. So, as per the discussion we had on Patreon, there are 3 infant hard drives taking up shelf space at this repair shop at GeekWorks. No idea if they work or not, but from a widow whose husband was a huge radio and computer geek in the 70s through early 90s before his passing. Happy they're going to someone who actually trying to use them. I certainly will try. MFM hard drive, you never know. But thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the show, and it's provided great interest when you work on computers. Oh, and on the back is a Mac Store patent. I mean, that is extremely apropos for old hard drives. That explains how ridiculously heavy this is for the size. So yeah, each of these are going to be MFM
Yes,
hard drives.
I hope I
Oh, hi.
I hope I get back to
Presumably
Yeah,
no controller
this
cards,
is-
which will prevent probably being able to see if there's anything on them. But here's hoping. I mean, they were probably wiped anyway, or they need to be, so whatever. It's like, yeah. I hope that at least one of them works. I would love to have another working MFM drive. I think I've only got 2. This one is a mech store of some kind. Wow, look at this thing. Look at all of that. This is a, what's that? Bigger driving.
Kung kotse mo, burger lang ang treat mo.
So, how's a good day?
Oo, gusto ko.
In our country, basketball is in our DNA. We're always a fan of phenomenal plays, classic rivalries, rising stars.
Ito dahil sa winter na malamig suot, nalalamigan pagka i-dry natin yung skin ay pag i-dry namin doon guys, pag ito talagang tutok at saka putik. Ito ngayon, i-dry na natin. Kasi naman, kung ano ginawa natin, ngayon, iluto namin doon, walang taba, walang laman, ito may laman. Ang tinitinda namin doon guys, yung walang laman, yun ang negosyo namin doon. Hindi kami nagluluto ng may laman. Oh, kumain ka na. Kumain ka na. Ayan guys. So yan. Ayan ah. Follow us guys. Pero hindi ko lang eksperimento. Dahil wala nang time winter, ay yan. Ngayon, ito yung pang-winter na luto ng chicharon. Na tinatanong nyo paano ng araw. Ito na po. Okay? Kung sa maulan na lugar, hindi na po, hindi ka makapag-chicharon dahil meron
Music. This. Okay. This is this. Bye. 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 Bye.
Creaminess sa bawat kagat ay sarap ng langit. Either.
Hmm. That 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 okay. I'm gonna so